how did I become a deaf singer? Because, true in fact, I was not born this way. So I guess, just long story short, well, not really long story short, because I can definitely take my time telling my story, because it has definitely been a journey, to say the least. But it has been an amazing, amazing ride. The highs and the lows, the good and the bad. I mean, it's all just been a faith walk. So let me turn it this way. Because I'm putting this up on my YouTube. It's not here. So anywho. So how I became a deaf singer. I was traveling to Dubai in 2017. And I was going there to sing background for an amazing gospel artist. And I won't say his name right now, I guess, until he wants me to say his name. We're saying gospel music, so it's no secret. But anyway. So I was going over there to sing background for somebody. Oh my God, I should tell you a story. We were on our way back from Dubai. And we were on the flight, Qatar. Holla at your girl, Qatar. Okay? We were on our flight back. And you know how like when you're on the airplane, you get that pressure in your ear, and your ear kind of stops up. So I was like, okay, so my ear stopped up. So I'm thinking it's just the normal pressure from the airplane. We get off the airplane, I'm doing all that. I'm like, oh, my ear's not popping. So everybody's just like, girl, it's probably gonna take, a little bit of time, and just it'll go away. So I said, okay, cool. Time has passed, months have passed, and it still feels like my ear is clogged, right? So I remember going to the ER. I remember going to urgent care facilities, and I'm like, what's going on? I can't hear. I remember, and I work in healthcare, so I just scheduled an appointment, with a physician. And they were just like, oh, it's allergies. So they gave me different saline solutions. They gave me different allergy pills to take along with the saline solution. Stuff that I could put up my nose. I was like fluticasone or something like that. So I was doing that for a little while. But then some things happened in 2018, which is another docu-series for another time that we would definitely indulge in. And so during that time, things got a little rocky, but I remember, then it got to the point where I was like, I wasn't hearing what people were saying. I was asking people to repeat themselves, right? And I was looking for a job at the time. At that time, I was not working in healthcare, actually. So I did not set up an appointment immediately. So this is back in 2017, going into 2018. And then 2018, some situations happened personally. So I really wasn't even able to get the proper care that I needed. But then by the top of 2019, I was able to start looking for a job. And so once I was able to start looking for a job, I did end up getting a great opportunity through a good friend of mine who reached out to me and was like, are you working yet? And I was like, no, I ain't working, whatever. And so she was like, okay, well, I probably leave that out, but working over here, whatever, and apply, and let's see if we can get you on board. So I said, okay, cool. I applied, got the interview, and we did a Zoom interview. It was like online, a video, something like that. It was a really quick kind of thing. I honestly don't remember my interview process with them. I don't remember if I went in or not, but I do remember I had to do my health exam after that, right? I ended up getting a job. So when I went to do my health exam, I had to speak with a lady named Miss Deborah. And see, my mama's name is Deborah, so I couldn't forget her name. And as Miss Deborah was talking to me, I kept asking her to repeat herself. I was like, could you say it again? And so she stopped. She said, you seriously can't hear me? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't hear nothing you're saying. I was like, and I don't want to keep asking you to repeat yourself. And so by this time, you know, like we're sitting in the, you know, the conference room with the desk and the table. So I'm like leaned over like, no, sure, she was probably like, what is wrong with this girl? So she's like, we're going to set you up to have a physical with our chief physician who's over all of the doctors. So I said, okay, cool. She was like, yeah, we're not going to have just, you know, one of our resident or staff physicians do your physical. We'll have our chief physician do it so we can make sure that it's accurate and it's done, you know, the correct way. Then he will treat you like a patient. So I said, amazing. So they scheduled me to do a hearing test with the doctor. Completely failed. I mean, they they sit you in the booth in the room, and they put the little plug things in your ear, and y'all see that? This is how life be set up, okay? When you trying to be out here and be great, and then you gotta try to live your best life. So anyway, yeah, I failed miserably. So they was putting the, you know, they put the things in your, you know, you put the headphones on and they start making it like beep, and they make all the beeping noise. I didn't catch none of the beeps. I missed every beep. So they were just like, oh yeah, maybe. And what were you at? Like, so what happened again? And the doctor was just completely dumbfounded when I told him I was on a trip singing. And I was on a flight. And when I got off the airplane, I mean, my ears popped. And I don't know, it's been like this ever since. And he was just like, there is no way that you should be singing. Judging by your test results, like, your hearing is gone. Either you can get a procedure, which they would put the artificial wishbone in my ear to support my eardrum, or I would have to wear hearing aids for the rest of my life. And so right now, I've chosen to wear hearing aids for the rest of my life. And it's been a journey because I'm always having to buy new hearing aids, and that's a conversation for another day. But I did want to start telling my story. This is my very first video of me telling my story. But, you know, people keep wanting to know, like, girl, how are you? What is life as a deaf singer? Like, what do you do? How do you get by? You know, with the weather changing and, traveling and being around other people, you know, and they be coughing and just in different spaces. You got to make sure that you have your hearing aids so you can hear, you can sing. You don't want to get out of the car, meeting new people. Oh my God, there's just so many things that comes along with this journey. So I hope y'all are here for the ride. Yeah, so thank y'all so much for tuning in. I guess we can call that part 1 of how I became a deaf singer. And then I guess I could just expound more if this video didn't give enough insight, which I'm sure it probably didn't because it's my first video. So give me grace. And please click the link in my description. What does it say? Subscribe, like, comment, share. And I don't know what you're using for your voice, but if you are looking for a product that will help enhance your vocal performance, give you a clear voice, clear tones, get all the congestion and phlegm out, clear up the ears, any blockage, also good for your muscles. I got a lot of good stuff in there. That's good for your bloodstream as well. Okay, because we do be traveling, we meet a lot of people, we shake a lot of hands, we kiss a lot of babies, so we want to make sure that our temples are just as beautiful and healthy as our shells, you know what I mean? So make sure you click the link in my bio but IamEvidence.co/collections and get your bottle of golden vocal drops. I use them every day. I can't live without them. So we'll have it there. Then I'll be switching over the website. We gotta make some changes, but the changes are coming. Thank y'all so much for your patience. Have a good day. Oh, no, somebody's walking by. Oh, those are my friends, my neighbors.